I'm kind of sick of myself. I've gotten to this point where I feel that I'm not quite disciplined right now. I think I have this falsehood of what I think I'm doing, and I'm not actually doing it. And I know that if I don't get a handle on it now, I won't accomplish the things that I want to accomplish. I've considered things like doing, just for discipline purposes, doing things like 75 hard, or it's just one day, just move one day in the direction that you should be. But there's just this looming unhappiness, and whether that be what's currently happening in our lives right now, like everyone, just all around the world and America, of course, or whether that's strictly just internal, right? Because you create your own reality. I think I'm just really fed up with myself, and we are honestly so hard on ourselves, and I'm being very hard on myself. But I feel like if I don't figure this out, like now, like figure out my internal struggle, I'm not gonna make it. And I don't know what that looks like. This year, I decided to write a book. It's basically a guide to youth aging out of foster care. I grew up in foster care. And while I don't necessarily want to be this like poster child for the foster care system, I took some time to ask myself a few questions. Year after year, I've been chipping away at what kind of person I want to be. I think it's important to do that. And as I'm chipping it away, I'm realizing the things that I value, the things that I won't stand. And I started to realize all the things I now value. I value them because I embodied this false, really terrible version of myself at one point. And so my values shifted because I hated that person. I've also realized that everything I put my mind to, I seem to accomplish and do. One step at a time, of course, but it gets done. But right now, I'm stuck. I work a typical 9 to 5, and then I also have other jobs. And I'm exhausted all the time. And I don't wake up to do anything but go to work. And I think about what my life used to be when I didn't have such a demanding schedule, or maybe when I drove. And I just feel such disappointment in myself. But then there's this idea of like, just do one thing. Just one thing. Just one thing that's just bringing you one step closer to the person that you know you are. And I even freak myself out over that. I want to be successful. I want to change the world in some way, shape, or form. I want to give people hope, but I'm losing it a little bit. I don't think I've ever cried on camera, and I don't know why it's all coming out now. But a part of me filming this isn't to, I don't need like empathy or sympathy for anything. I think empathy is inevitable for most people, but I don't need sympathy for anything. It's mostly just to kind of share. I feel that when I'm being my transparent self, it's my authentic self. And maybe this transparency will help other people who go through similar things if it can't comprehend or understand. Tomorrow I have to wake up and I have to go to my weekend job. And I so badly want to push a button and transport myself anywhere else. But for now I can't. And in the meantime, I just have to show up as myself, for myself. I will not be doing 75 hard. I won't do it. But maybe I can start with completing my gratitude journal. Maybe I can start with giving myself time in the morning to go for a walk before attacking the day and being wildly disappointed. I'm gonna start slow. Because if I try to gain